Wow. So I just want to say thank you for having me here. And Karen picked perfect reading, the perfect reading, because I'm talking about embracing freedom as your birthright. And that has a little to do with we just celebrated the 4th of July. And technically, we're in Philadelphia, which I love because I'm from Philly. I don't know if you guys know that, but I grew up in Philadelphia. So, um, even though I am aware that there is not the equality of freedom for every individual, I only have a few minutes to speak with you. So I'm going to leave that topic to Reverend Bill to, you know, handle later. And I'm going to go with the freedom that gives us the power in our unique life experiences. I've often thought about when I felt the freest. So, Bill, now's the time for my picture. So, for me, there you go. Here's when I felt the freest. Here's when I had no bills in my name, no responsibilities. I used to swing on the swing set really, really hard and pull it up out of the ground. I would hang off trees by the back of my knees. I used to make mud pies. This was the freedom that was filled with imagination, and feelings would pass like clouds in the sky. They didn't stay long. They were able to go through my body and be expressed and just be. And sometimes I fail to remember that amount of freedom that we have when we were children. You know, this concept of freedom allows us the extraordinary ability to shape our life experiences, crafting them into one of a kind masterpieces. We are the artist. So the artist wields their brush to paint whatever picture. We get to do that. And our brushes are our thoughts and our actions on the canvas of our life. So this dynamic work that we get to do, it's a get to, it's an experience, it's our art, whatever we're creating for life. Every choice we make, every step we take contributes to this overall composition of the world's best selfie. So think of this in your life. And I know some people are going, you know what? I'm just not there. And I get that. Sometimes we're underwhelmed with life or overwhelmed. I don't know how we ever get to just be whelmed. I don't even think whelm is a word. But if that's where you're at, that's fine. What I need you to do to make this more of a realistic part for you, I need you to look at what can you identify that are the elements that resonate within you that light your soul. My doctoral mentor, Reverend Missy, she asks me this constantly. What lights me up? What's breathing me? Where's my bliss? What's my bliss? Now, if you were to ask yourself that, would you know what creates bliss in you? What part of the world that you express yourself in creates bliss, lights you up? For me, I know when it's happening because I feel like a soda. I feel shook up and effervescent bubbles happening of joy in my life. That's when I feel the best. And when I feel that lit up, I know that I'm on my path. I know that I'm looking in the correct direction for me. Might not be for somebody else, but for me. And once I have this clarity that fuels my fire, I start to align my choices with what I want to receive out of life, what it is that I want to receive back from the universe, as well as give to the universe. So this is a freedom. The freedom of choice is my superpower, and it's your superpower too. So we want to surround ourselves in this environment, the one that is growth and well-being. And for me, I need lots of humor and hugs and sometimes hummus, but that's a whole different talk. I need you, to seek out individuals who are positive and encourage me to reach my full potential. I like to have those people in my inner circle. Those are the ones I come to when I'm not feeling my best because they hold the truth for me when I forget it. And those are your practitioners, those are your besties, those are your ministers, the people who want the very best for you and hold the highest knowing for your divine goodness. Those are the people you want to surround yourselves with. I think at this time period, when we talk about freedom and the freedoms that maybe are not as much as they had been in the past, it is important to pay attention to what we consume mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, so that our consciousness and our vibration still stays up. How can you change the world? Change what's in here. This hula hoop that's part of me, that's my work to do. That's my raising of my consciousness, you raising of your consciousness. This is how we change the world. This is where we bring that ability to open up freedom for all. So I have an experiment for us. So the wonderful thing about Zoom is we're all already comfortable. And you're sitting in pews and churches and stuff to say, all right, everybody get comfortable. So here, you're already comfortable. I want you to take a couple of cleansing breaths. And the difference with a cleansing breath is you got to blow it out. Okay. So we're going to breathe in and blow it out. And let's have a couple more. One more. All right. And now we're going on an imagination journey. Close your eyes if that's comfortable for you. And picture your older, wiser self. Now, this is a person who is perfectly healthy and of perfect sound mind and wisdom. This is someone who is you in the future, who has been through all these issues in your life and has come out on the other side, happy, healthy, whole, perfect, and complete. They are wiser in all their glory, no longer dealing with any of those things. And they radiate the joy and harmony and love and power and freedom that comes with this. Now, if you're brave, ask them what it is you need to know in this divine moment of going forward. And as Karen read earlier, the divine plan is one of freedom. Bondage is not God ordained. Freedom is the birthright of every living soul. This reminder is in our inherent freedom is a source of empowerment, reminding us that we are the architects of our destiny. We're born into this world with an inherent freedom, a spark of divinity residing within us. This divine spark is the essence of who we are. It is an unyielding force that transcends external limitations or social constructs. It's a flame flickering in the darkness, a spark that illuminates your path, empowering us to navigate the complexities of life with resilience and purpose. Doesn't that all sound great? What I'm saying is there's a divine spark within you, and it lights up everything. Everything you do, everything you see. You are an individuation of the divine, and no one is like you. No one. You have the power to shape these thoughts and actions, and it's solely in your hands. You're the architect of your own destiny. That power is amazing. Comes great responsibility, Spider-Man says. Can't just quote Ernest Holmes, have to get some Marvel comic in there. With this great power does come great responsibility. You know, there's where choice comes in. Choice, our superpower. Each thought we entertain, each action we undertake has the power to shape how our life goes. So we have 3 ways of that happening. 1, we're going to cultivate a mindset of positivity and empowerment. Our thoughts shape our reality. So we focus on positive affirmations, beliefs, knowing and affirming through the purpose of practical prayer and prayers answered. This power shapes our reality and allows us to look forward. So there is something I want us all to say together. Bill, if we can put that one up. Okay, and I am going to, you can stay muted if you like. However, if you want to unmute and say it together, that's amazing as well. And if we're ready, the mind within me, being God, is not afraid of anything. All right, now can we read that with some power? A little bit more. Just give me a little more. Ready?
The mind within me, being God, is not afraid of anything.
Does not
remember any unhappy experience, nor does it anticipate any.
At the
center of my being, there is complete poise, perfect faith, and confidence. I am forever one with Spirit, in it and of it. I am an individualization of pure Spirit. There is no condemnation, no judgment, no sense of sin, sinner, mistake, punishment, burden, doubt, or fear in me. No bitterness, no hate, no strife.
I love that. Thank you. You know, one of the lines there where it says, it does not remember any unhappy experience, nor does it anticipate any. So we're not waiting for the other shoe to drop. Okay. We are staying and cultivating that positive mindset, regardless of what the outside looks like. Right? All right. That's number 1. Number 2. Recognize your limitless potential. Yes, limitless. If you are the divine, there's nothing holding you back. right? The only boundaries you put in there is the things that you think, right? There's no limit on the divine. We can achieve great things. Here's another one, and I highly encourage everyone to participate in this thing called You book study with Reverend Bill there, because this is my favorite book of all times. When people say, what book would you recommend? This is the one that comes up for me. So this one's on page 60. It says, you rob no person when you discover your own good. You limit no person when you express a great degree of livingness. You harm no one by being happy. You steal from no one by being prosperous. You hinder no person's evolution when you consciously enter into the kingdom of good and possess it today. Your thought, operating through the law of life, can meet your need, convert fear into faith, loss into gain, failure into success, and act as though you already had dominion over evil. Refuse to entertain images of fear. Know that good is the only power there is. Wow. Wow. Good is the only power that is. And then my last one. Embrace the gift of creativity. Okay, one more time, we're going to hit imagination station. I want you to close your eyes if you're comfortable with that, and remember what it felt like to truly be free. Remember when I was 5 hanging off trees? How old were you? What were you doing? If it doesn't come for you right now, that's okay. Think about this later. We'll call it an at-home experiment. Remember to find the space where you were free. Last week, amidst the vastness of the Utah desert, I donned robes of the Jedi and my, swords, and engaged in playful pursuit, driving sand cruisers. I took mud baths. I laid on a deck underneath the boundless expanses of stars and felt the profound cosmic consciousness of total release of boundaries of my body, knowing that I was one with the universe. This freedom came with everything. The joy, the painting, the capturing fleeting moments with my camera. I reveled in all of it, this creativity. I had my little paint marker and I was making rocks, and I journaled and journaled and journaled. And I captured what was life's beauty. Creativity is the seat of the soul, and it's what we're made of. The creative power that created us is constantly creating in and through us. Ernest Holmes, in this thing called You again, page 5, the longing to live more fully, the feeling that life belongs to you. There is something within you beyond all doubt and fear, which has never been limited by your acts or destroyed by your feelings. This is the only something that can make you whole. Thank you so much for allowing me to be part of your day.